Hello friends, welcome to Business Learnings. This video is about Reliance Industries Limited. The stock used to trade at 1600 plus and now it's at 1160 levels. It went down up to 900. Is it the right time to buy this stock? Is it a good stock for long time holding? What kind of returns can we expect in this stock? We'll try to understand these kinds of questions. So it's a big conglomerate and it has multiple businesses: refining, petrochemical, energy, exploration and production, Reliance Jio, Reliance Retail, Fintech, music, education, content business. It's everywhere. So we'll try to understand the true value of this company, right? So why not just start with Reliance Jio, which is a big disruptor, and as per my calculations, it's about 40% of Reliance Industries Limited's total value. About 40% of value is captured by Reliance Jio. Going forward, Reliance Jio as well as Reliance Retail, they might get listed as a different entity. That's why Reliance has been releasing their results separately for previous few quarters, and that is going to be a huge opportunity. Now let me just talk about Reliance Jio. You know the success story. I'll make a different video about it in detail, but the way in just 3-4 years, less than 4 years, it has gone from 0% market share to 35% market share is a commendable job. And not just that, about 90% of Indians have a Jio SIM. 90% of the people who have a dual SIM mobile have a Jio SIM inside them. Jio is an enabler of JioMart. Reliance Retail is an enabler of fintech business, enabler of their content business, and every digital business that they are going to go towards in the future. And that's why it's a future oriented stock, and that's why we see a huge growth in it, because once you have 35 crore users with you, it means that you can cross-sell, you can upsell those users a lot of different products, and that's where your additional revenues are going to come from. Not just your recharge of 550 rupees. In December, you already saw that the tariff prices were increased by 40%. This will continue to happen, trust me. And not just that, the content consumption, the video consumption, which is the prime driver of which eats all of your data, this is increasing by 70%. So Reliance Jio is expected to see 25-30% of growth in the next 5 to 7 years. Now, if you believe some sources, Financial Times and all, Facebook is going to acquire 10% stake in Reliance Jio. Probably this might be a part of Reliance getting a debt-free status in the next 2 years. So again, a positive news. All in all, a huge positive thing for Reliance Jio. Now let's go on to Reliance Retail, shall we? Reliance Retail has an ambitious plan. There are 3 crore retailers, shopkeepers across the country, and Reliance Retail wants to empower them all by giving them mobile point of sale, the device that they connect to their mobile phone. And as a neighbor of that store, you can just order online from your phone, you'll get it delivered from your store. Win-win situation for me. It's hassle-free win-win situation. It's a win situation for the shopkeeper as well, because of inventory management. He knows what to keep or not to keep. He also gets credits from credits. He also gets debt from Reliance. Good situation for Reliance because user base is increasing. So Reliance Mart, the retail business of Reliance, is also expected to grow. And not just that, it's core retail. It has 11,000 stores all across the country, and it has been growing at a rate of 65% per year. So based on my calculations, again 25-30% of growth there, right? Now if we just talk about so we have talked about the major things, we'll talk about the thing of past now. Energy and petchem business, right? The refining energy petchem business. People say that fossil fuels are a thing of past. Yes, they are. World is moving towards renewable energy sources, but still the consumption of fossil fuels in India is only going to go increase in the next couple of years. China consumes about 3 times what India consumes in terms of amount of fossil fuels. China consumes 10 times more ethylene, plastic, which tells us how fast a country is growing than India. And Reliance Industries is the biggest producer of ethylene. So the energy business, the petrochemical business, the refining business is not gone. It's only going to increase in future. Mark my words, it's only going to increase in the next 5 to 7 years, and we'll easily see a growth of 10 to 15% in that part as well. Pick up anything, pick up Imbibe, the educational sector, pick up Fintech. Reliance has a joint venture with SBI to form what do you call it? The payments bank, right? The payments bank. RBI will give the license to start giving the credits to these payments bank after 5 years of operations. That will mean, think about the business opportunity that emerges here. You have a lot of retailers. You have a lot of retailers who have their mobile point of system integrated with Jio, enabled by Jio 4G SIM. They have easy access to credit. Imagine the kind of consumer base that is created here. Imagine the kind of revenues, the kind of net interest margins that we talk about in banking stocks. There's a path towards NBFC and potential bank here. Imbibe, it acquired 72% stake in Imbibe, which is growing significantly. It has its space, and it has collaborations with Hotstar to display cricket matches on Jio TV. It has collaborations with multiple producing houses to display movies on Jio Cinema. It's not leaving anything behind. In the content business, the player which is producing the most quality business, which has enough capital backing, which can resonate with the Indian markets, will be the leader. The content business is growing at 70% per year. Imagine the kind of space, headroom for growth. That's why there are 35 OTT players in India. To sum it all up, there is a lot of potential growth in any kind of business you can imagine, which Reliance Industries Limited is currently in. There are a lot of regulatory things as well which are favorable to Reliance. I'll name one. For example, Reliance Mart is vertically integrated, which means supply chain to delivery, everything is controlled by Reliance. Amazon cannot do it because it's a foreign firm. It's based out of India. Therefore, Cloudtail, it had to reduce its stake in Cloudtail, which is the biggest seller on Amazon, from 49% to 24% because of regulations. And Reliance will not face such regulations because it's an Indian company. There are a lot of such regulations which are quite positive. If you read about them, if you derive their implications, you will see a lot of positives there, right? Now the kind of so based on the calculations, I have severely shorted the video. I did not talk about a lot of things because the video may go long and some of you might drop off. See, to sum it all up, seeing and expecting a growth of 25% for the next 5 to 10 years in Reliance Industries Limited. Once the entities Reliance Jio and Reliance Mart, Reliance Retail, they break off from the original Reliance Industries Limited, Jio is going to see a growth of 25-30%. Reliance Retail is going to see a growth of 30-35%. Energy business is still going to see a growth of 15% as per my calculation. So based on the current levels, even if these kinds of splits do not happen, we are easily looking at a growth of 25% per year. And for a kind of company which the biggest player in a lot of categories, backed by huge deep pockets, it has a high debt. Yes, I agree that is a kind of risk, but backed by such big name, Mukesh Dhirubhai Ambani, there is a lot of potential that we see in this stock. So probably one of the best stocks at this point in time to buy. And yes, the disclaimer is please consult your financial advisor before buying. This video is only for educational purposes. I'll make separate videos. I'll cover everything in detail once more. You'll get more idea about what is happening and why I'm so confident about this stock. So just one thing, if you are going to invest, do not put all your money in one go. Just invest 10-20%, wait for some time, let the stock fall. Probably the indices across the markets are going to fall a lot in the coming few days. So invest, and average it out, right? Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe and comment below what video do you want to see next, what company valuation do you want me to do next. Thanks a lot for tuning in. See you in the next video. Bye.